Gemini, how are you doing? My name is Raina. This is a reading, a general tarot reading for May 2019. I'm just sitting here on a Saturday night doing some card readings. It's actually kind of fun to do readings on Saturday nights. I don't know why. Just because I don't really go out anyway, so what the heck? Might as well, right? I was just doing Taurus's reading and I got the Emperor, and now I got for you the Empress, and for you I got the Emperor, and you've got these major arcana cards as well. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Maybe because it's the birthday month for both you and Taurus that I'm getting all these major arcana cards. The idea is a lot of I'll pick an additional card. I'll just do this one at the bottom. Well, I don't like that one. And it's not, okay. It's not, I know people are going to think that I just want to have a nice ending. It's not about nice. It's just about, there's certain cards that do not lend themselves to resolution cards. If it's a reversed card, especially with an ace, because that kind of creates this idea of not being able to start something, but I want to get like more of a feel for what they're talking about here. The heart of the matter is the Emperor. This connects to the sign of Aries, so, but if you know a Capricorn, who this might be, then for sure, but because that's the card or the sign I always think of. But the Emperor is somebody who is very rigid in their beliefs, and they're kind of an authoritarian type of personality. And this person, let's say you're married to this type of person, for Gemini, this would really be hard to swallow, because you are a mutable air sign and you really value the ability, you really value flexibility, and people who kind of are set in their ways, who are inflexible, again, authoritarian, they're not, kind of trying to collaborate with other people, they just kind of want to lay down the law. And actually this kind of person, in terms of career, might gravitate towards being a cop, or being a military person, because they believe that might makes right, or that, or actually, more of that idea of there's right and wrong. And most of us know that context is very important, that we can't just say that in every case something is 100% wrong. There are extenuating circumstances for certain things, but in any case, you may have tried to reason with this person and you couldn't. Now this could be a judge, so this could be a divorce, and we do have here in the past position the World card, so this is like ending a cycle, and so this could simply be that you've been dealing with the legal system, and maybe the judgment has been rendered, and now it's time to kind of pick up the pieces of your life. The Emperor, if this is like a person, if you have a relationship with somebody, maybe they are in the military or something like that, and you have ended, maybe you're in the military with them, and the World card is actually a card of travel as well. And you might have met them on your travels. Let's see here. The higher message is the Chariot. Now the Chariot card connects to the idea of victory. So with if this is like a judgment, it's in your favor. but that it also is a card, it can be a card of travel as well, or transportation, like, a new car or something like that. But perhaps, one of the things that I can see, it's a sign of Cancer. So, since it's a higher message, it's more of a philosophical perspective on the situation. And, the Chariot, one of the interpretations of the Chariot is that the person is succeeding because they have been able to harness their power of concentration. And whatever they have been needing to deal with, it happened because they were one-pointed. They were not like scattered in their life, their thoughts, what have you, which Gemini often is. So perhaps you had to marshal your forces. Maybe you had a very stressful situation come up for you, and you had to give it everything you have. And the Chariot card is kind of reflecting that. So in a way, it's probably saying, like, keep up the good work, don't stop now, be very, really value the idea of having that focus in life. And that will help you to avoid stressful situations, because it really does get stressful when you have things that are undone, half undone. Like the World card is kind of like closing a chapter or tying up those loose ends. And maybe it's a relief for you. Perhaps you were moving and you had all this stuff to do and you finally did it. And maybe with the Emperor too, it's like a facet of yourself that you have gotten under control. Maybe you felt out of control in your life and now you feel like you have gotten control for some reason. What crosses you is represented by the Page of Swords. This can be a child who is having problems in school. So, one thing I wanted to say about the Emperor, this is related to father. So, maybe if there is some kind of situation where if you have a child and you're sharing custody, maybe you were getting divorced from somebody, but that hasn't been resolved yet. This particular child may be quite troubled in the sense that they have problems learning, and that is affecting other areas. That's affecting their self-esteem, and then they are acting out. But this can be actually the person that you were dealing with. They may be quite immature and slandering you, going around and telling people lies about you. Maybe the Emperor is a narcissist and they have to always have things their own way, and they're the center of the universe. And so you divorcing them unleashed their narcissistic rage. So they're going around telling everybody lies, and you're going to have to deal with that. Actually, I don't know, was it on YouTube? I think I saw a video where they tell you how to deal with a smear campaign by a narcissist. So if they're doing that, then you're going to have to figure out a way, because sometimes people try to handle it in a way that is just not effective with these types of people, because they look for your distress and your I don't know what you call it. They're trying to create the drama. They're energy vampires. So don't give them their fix. Never let them see your sweat. This is this person could be like an immature air sign. I hope it's not you being immature. Aquarius, obviously Gemini and Libra. The advice is represented by the Eight of Wands, which is a card of like all of a sudden fast-paced events. You may be like, if there's any kind of like a work situation here, maybe the Emperor is a boss, and you're like waiting to hear from, or maybe it's even like an arbitration at work. And there might be somebody with the Page of Swords in this challenge position who is, that, you know, they might be spying on you, where they're like kind of a double agent, or, well, I don't even know if you'd call it, yeah, maybe, I don't know if you call them a double agent, but they're trying to be they're pretending to be your friend as a coworker, and they're telling the boss all the dirt. So they're like, it might not even be slandering you. They might be telling them exactly what you're saying, but they're kind of like a spy embedded, you know, with you. And you don't know that. So you think that you're just kind of spilling your guts to somebody that's actually kind of, you know, been put in there to kind of be that spy. There's like a word I was looking for about the embedded spy. I can't think of it. But, you know, the thing is that if you are going through some kind of like, well, you know, I forgot what they call it, but it's like an arbitration or something where you had to go over your boss. So the Emperor could be like the person, the mediator, and you had to go over your boss. The boss may be trying to find out what you know so that they can, you know, get one up on you. So be careful about sharing things. It's not wise to kind of like trust people, take people into your confidence at work, because there's just too many people that are in that fear-based mentality where they think they have to like walk, you know, all over people to get ahead. And, you know, when money comes into it, some people get really weird. So just keep that in mind. Excuse me. And the outcome is the Ace of Wands. So you may be feeling like you can't get a new start. You do have an ending, but you can't have a new start. Now, with the Eight of Wands, that could be like offers flying at you, you know, even while you're still, I think the reason that you can't really take advantage of that is because there's still something that, maybe a decision that has to be made. There's still more testimony or stuff like that. And so I did pick a couple of additional cards. One of the cards I picked was the Three of Swords. So as I said here, you know, with the Chariot card, it is a card of victory. However, with the Three of Swords, even if you emerge victorious from a situation, you may still feel like you were let down, or that you were rejected by the person in charge. That you know, even if it's in your favor, if the decision is in your favor, you may still question, why did this person do this? And the same thing in a marriage. You may get what you want and have it happen, but you still feel this sense of letdown, that you couldn't work it out, that you couldn't come together and work through your problems. You know, that's perfectly normal, that you can win at something and still feel that sense of, you know, that little twinge of rejection or disappointment, if you will. But the Three of Swords can be a card of a sense of rejection, that you are not wanted in that situation. And that's really your job, is to not go there, to not make that conclusion. Because sometimes, I mean, if you, let's say you got passed over for a promotion, that might have been all office politics. Somebody else might have been a brown noser, and they might not have been superior to you, but they got the promotion because they, were willing to grovel. And you weren't. You wanted to do it with your merits, and they wanted to brown nose the boss. So there's nothing to feel rejected about. And so the last card I got was the Ace of Pentacles. That could be like a new job. Now again, the timing, who knows? Because we're talking here with the Ace of Wands, of like, it might be a situation where, let's see. Well, we're going to have, look at the new moon in Taurus, which is on, because that's like a new beginning with Earth energy on May 4th. Remember, I'm actually recording this in April, so the timeline may be even late April. Who knows? I don't know. This is a general reading, so I just wanted to end with something hopeful and something forward looking. And so, yeah, I mean, this is a card of endings and new beginnings. So I hope that you enjoyed this, Gemini. Happy birthday once again. And, or did I hope I wished you happy birthday. And I do wish you well in May. If you'd like a personal reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.